everybody on YouTube, it's Devin back with another video, and this time we have the RCA Voyager 7-inch tablet. Now this tablet you can pick up at Walmart for $37.99. That is a great price, especially when you consider what this tablet can bring to the table. Now, you see some of the specs here on the bottom of the box. We have a 7-inch display at not full HD, but at HD, 1024 by 600. Which at a screen size this big, I mean, we'll see how it goes. It's got a 4-core processor provided by Intel. It's got 1 gig of RAM. We'll see how the performance does later on in the video. It's got a front camera that has 1 megapixel, and it's got a rear camera at 1 megapixel. It's got 16 gigs of onboard storage. They're claiming a battery life of up to 6 hours. We'll see later in a battery review. But it does have Android 6.0 out of the box, which is what I'm most excited about. So let's go ahead and unbox this little baby right here. So up here at the top, we have this little tab. If you pull this little tab right here, like that, then this comes out, and then we can flip this over. Oops, excuse me. Pull this out, and there we go. We're greeted by the tablet on the top. If we go ahead and pull this out. Underneath the tablet, we'll have a little bit of paperwork explaining on how to do it, which it's in 2 different languages, so it does have Spanish, and I believe that those are the only 2 languages, English and Spanish, on this device. And I am correct. Okay, so we're not going to read that because that's not really important. Underneath the tablet itself, which is very heavy, we have the charging cable. Now, it does not have micro USB, although I believe you can charge through micro USB. We'll see a little bit later on, but it does come with a DC volt charger. You can see right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and move that to the side, and we will get this tablet out of here. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful, right? Let's go ahead and take a look at the back. Now, at the bottom here, we have the speaker. At the top of the tablet here, if I flip it over, we have a spot for, I believe, a micro USB. We have charging port. See, there is the micro USB, so you can charge through micro USB or the DC volt. And then the power button, headphone jack, microphone here. And obviously the screws for it. And we have nothing else along the borders of the tablet, so everything is on the top. Let's go ahead and remove this little screen protector. Don't you just love that sound that comes off that? Let's go ahead and boot it up, and there we go. So it does have battery in it, so we don't need to charge it up, which is always a good thing. And already I can tell this display doesn't look too bad. It actually looks really nice. And there we go, we're greeted by the Voyager. I think this tablet is a great deal. $37.99 and you get some decent specs. We'll see how the performance goes. It's got Android 6.0, so it should be fairly optimized for this device. Shouldn't be too bad. And when you consider the price, it's not a bad price at all, especially for the device. So what we're going to do is, while we're waiting for that to start up, I want to explain a little bit of something. So we are going to have a battery test, a camera test, a speed test between this tablet itself and the LG Optimus Zone 3 that I reviewed yesterday. Oh, a little bit of lag there, even starting up the device. Okay, that doesn't seem very good. Oh, wow, fairly quick boot up. Okay, English. Yeah, you can see a little bit of a delay there. Let me just type in my Wi-Fi password. There we go. And for some reason it's saying that I have no internet, which is not true. Okay, so checking connection. As you can see up here, we have, let's see if I can get this. Right there we have the 1 megapixel camera on the front, and I believe I was wrong. I believe there is no back-facing camera, which is a little bit of a shame, but in 2017, where most people are taking selfies anyway, I guess it's not that bad. It would have been nice to see any kind of sensor though, even if it was only 1 megapixel on the back, because then you can at least give it to a kid, you know, let him take a couple photos. But it shouldn't be too bad. And it does look like the tablet is almost at full charge, which is great. When it comes out of the box full charge, that makes me very happy. I was considering getting a case for this tablet on the spot, but I don't know, I feel like I would rather do a separate video for that. Boy, this does take a while to boot up. I'm not sure if that's the RAM or the processor that was used. It's an Intel processor, quad-core. Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and set this up. Excuse me. So it does have an Intel Atom quad-core processor with 1 gig of RAM, and the processor is only clocked at 1.2 gigahertz, so it'll probably be the equivalent of around a Snapdragon 410. Let's go ahead and type in my name. So the keyboard is fairly responsive, which is definitely a good thing. And we will skip the email, skip the... Oh, it requires us, does it? Oh, okay, no, I just didn't check the box. Okay. So it does not require a screen lock, which is definitely good, because some people don't like to. And there we go, we are in the home screen. Ooh, this is definitely an interesting... It's running fairly stock Android. You can see the performance just by clicking on that button is fairly responsive. Doesn't seem to be too much lag there. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at that selfie camera. Let's go ahead and click allow. Oh dear gosh, you can barely see that. Hello everybody. Okay, so that is not very good. However, oh, that's interesting too. When you pull the notification shade down, it doesn't cover the entire top of the display. It only covers a small portion, like if it was a smartphone. Now what if I were to flip it? So it does rotate, and it does the same thing like if it were a smartphone. So if I were to flip it again, okay, so it wasn't just a bug, that is how it is, and it did come out with 89% out of the box, which is always a good thing to see. Let's go ahead and jump into... Let's see. Let's just go ahead and open the Play Store to see how long that takes to load up. Oh, it's going to ask me for my Google. Never mind. Well, there you go, guys. It doesn't seem to be too bad of a deal, especially when you consider the price that it's only $37.99 at Walmart. Now, you do have a little bit of bloatware here. You can see the Walmart app, Voodoo, but Sam's Club. But, I mean, it has 16 gigs of storage, and you can put a micro SD, so I don't see a problem with a little bit of bloatware. You can always just disable them, which is what I always do, or you can choose to root the tablet if you know how, and then you can remove the bloatware yourself. Now, as far as performance, the tablet is very snappy so far. It seemed a little slow coming out of the box, but now it seems to have sped up a little bit. Let's go ahead and check the multitasking button. Yep. So it definitely did speed up a little bit, and the camera is, well, let's be honest, it's awful, but what can you expect, right? Screen, I actually think the screen is very good. It's a HD display. It looks very nice. I don't like these little buttons right here. I'm not sure if that can be changed in the settings. Let me see if I can... Did not mean to click that. Let's see if I can find a way to change that. Maybe it's in accessibility? No. So if we click on memory here, you can see that it does have 1 gig of RAM. As you see right there, total memory 0.9, and then storage and USB. So it does have 16 gigs, but you get 10.35 gigs out of the box. Very interesting. So it does not look like I can get rid of these little 2 buttons right here, which it isn't too big of a problem. Are there any volume rockers? Oh, there are. Okay. The volume rocker is up here on the top of the tablet right here. If I can get my camera to focus. There we go. There's the 2 volume rockers right there, along with the micro USB, the headphone jack, and the power button. But overall, this tablet seems like a pretty snappy little guy, and for $37.99, it definitely gets my thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. See ya.